This is Katie Hunter from MMA UK, take two.
Take two.
Here with Bryan Lacey, who's just commentated even on the fights at ROC 7.
Yeah, just been lucky enough to call the action here, and what it was cool. It was a really good night. I've watched Rock before, but this was the first time I've done the commentary for it, and there was some really impressive fights, really.
And who were the standouts for you?
There was some amazing debuts. I think for me, Lonnie taking his pro debut, that 19 years old and so much technique and so much skill. Muhaddin winning that title, and you even said before when we did take one, the fan base he's got already. He's set for big things, and then for me, my favourite, I suppose, story of the whole thing was Luke Trainer. Luke Trainer stepping up as a pro now, light heavyweight, amazing fighter, but an amazing story behind him as well. And it's more than fighting. That's why we love this sport, because it's not just about people knocking the crap out of each other. You've got Luke Trainer, who's come from a foster home, still lives with a foster home, works with kids that are going through the same as he was, and he's not just going to be an amazing fighter, we can see that from the skill set, but as a role model, like that touched me. That like really got me as far as the potential he's got to help other young people. So they had everything, and then it had the draw at the end, which everybody was a bit like, should we have round fight number 3, which I don't know whether they will or not, but it was a shame to see that stuff inside the cage like the eye pokes and the low kick meant that again it wasn't
Well, it's pretty bizarre that not only was it another draw, but there was another eye poke incident, another kick in the balls, and another point deduction.
Yeah, another kick in the balls, exactly as you said, and not just 1, 2, and the one that Lucas took, honestly, mate, oh my god, he's going to be coughing up bollocks for about a week, I think. It's Chopper Paris kicking you, and that's the
hugest bloke I've ever seen.
That's it, like 6'9", and these big legs, solid, and the noise it made, and when he dropped to his knees, like, Lucas is tough. You just have to watch his fight. He's tough. That's one of his biggest attributes, his durability. But yeah, the noise he made as he went down, he must have. Yeah. I think he could be a soprano next time. That might be.
And I just want to do a shout out to little White Fang, who came over from France.
Stop! You're gonna make me cry. You're gonna make me cry. Tell him tell us the story of White Fang.
He's a Brad super fan, and he's wanted to be on Brad's show for a long time. He walked out on wearing Brad's t-shirt. He's just so committed to fighting over here. Obviously in France it's not legal. He got a coach over at 2 a.m. to be here for the weigh-in, so 6 or 8 hours on the coach. But I was pleased to hear that he's treating himself to the Eurostar on the way back.
Because he took a coach there, then he went to Malaga. He took another coach to the Malaga camp, is that right? To train with Luke and Brad out there. He turned up for the weigh-ins, slept outside to make.
That was for Battle Arena.
Battle Arena for his first fight over here in the UK. Somebody who trains himself, just somebody who's such a Brad Pickett fan, as you all should be. But yeah, came over here, lost, and the heart on this kid, because he got in an armbar at the end, and that was the first fight of the night, and it was right in front of us, and I thought it was going to go, and luckily Dan Moretti stepped in and said, you got to let that. That's it.
He said to me afterwards, Katie, my arms are very flexible.
I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. What a nice kid, and what a story. Because like, as far as his training is, he's got a little way to go, and I'm sure he'll admit that he's training himself, which is nuts. Like an independent fighter at the age of, how old is he? 16, 17. No, a bit older now.
A bit older, but yeah.
But still training himself as a young man. But in his last fight he didn't tap, and in this one the referee had to call it for him as well. So the stuff you can't train, like heart and the dedication, the discipline and all that, is he's got that. So I hope he finishes his school, because you almost made him quit school, which is not a good thing to do. That's not good. She said, just quit school. Just quit it. You don't need it. No education. You've got no. But I think hopefully if he can find a good camp, or even come over here, train at Titan or something like that, because Brad's lovely.
His plan, I think.
Yeah.
But for me, I just thought, Rise of Champions just epitomises the good young kids coming through on an MMA level, but also they're great role models. All of them are just adorable people as well.
There was no nastiness, do you know, like even in the weigh-ins yesterday, or the bit where they do the walk. I love that as well, where they do the present the undercard, and then they present the main card.
Pride days.
Yeah, like Pride days, but where they even get close to each other then. But there's none of that, and that's great to see. But I think that is down to, and this is not just because he's a mate, but also because I see how much he cares about this promotion. Brad Pickett sets everything out. Like, these might be a lot of amateur fights, but he makes it as perfect, like going back and round, and even where we are, like with by the punching bag, like we're going to use it, but. Exactly. Yeah, that's true. Actually, don't kick my ass, all right? But he sets everything up so that it's the best experience they can have, so that they feel that. And if you do that, if you look after your fighters, it's like any business. If you look after the people that are gonna go out there and represent you, whether in whatever field of life, then they'll do their best. And I think from my point of view, I've watched ROC before, but actually being behind the scenes and seeing just how far they go for the fighters, it's awesome.
And that's why we got the best commentators in as well.
Yeah, Malcolm was here. That was good. That was good to work with Malcolm.
How was Nathaniel?
Oh, do you know what? Annoyingly good. Like, first going...
When he decided to join you?
Yeah, after he'd finished texting and Instagramming and his 4 Blacks burgers, he's not. He's got a fight in a few weeks. But
we're only teasing Nathaniel.
We're only teasing, but he really good. Like, he's an intelligent fighter, and the insight he gave to some of the fights was really good. So, yeah, he's just a great kid, and good luck March 16th. Wish I was there.
He won't need it. Best of skill to you, Nathaniel.
There we go, mate. Yeah, there we go. And we'll see at ROC for the other one. Maybe you can do some work this time. What do you think?
Brilliant. Thanks so much, Brian. Appreciate it.
You know what? It's a moment. This is
I
a
know.
moment. 'Cause, like, look, I've watched you now do your thing and get more and more involved in this, and proud of you. Genuinely proud of you.
And once you were holding this microphone.
That's right. That's not this particular one, because I couldn't afford a blue one with an actual thing on it. No, I had one of those big podcast things that looked awkward in front of people, but really proud of what you're doing.
Maybe one day I can be sitting where you are.
Mate, I've only just got this job. I'm not losing it.
First class to Dubai.
That'll do, wouldn't it? That's all right. You have that, mate. You'd probably do better on the cocktails than me. I know what Vegas
I would.
Like. Yeah, all right. Thanks, lovely.
Thank you.